everyone, welcome back to the podcast where we talk about everything internet and how it affects our daily lives, and particularly how it affects our wallets. Anyhow, I'm your host Val, and I'm honored to welcome our guest for this episode. Sound off, guys!
Hello, I'm ZE.
Hi, I'm Ari.
Hi, I'm Ryan.
Today we are going to be talking about something that probably all of us have fallen victim to, which is, drumroll please, consumerism. Quick question for y'all. Have you guys ever bought something that you didn't plan on buying but just bought because you saw it on like TikTok or Instagram or some other online platform and got influenced?
Yep, definitely. Actually, right, I think TikTok is dangerous for my wallet.
Now, why would you say that?
Because I can get easily influenced by any advertisement either on my TikTok or even Instagram. Like for example, I once scrolled on my TikTok and a skincare product advertisement popped up on my For You page. They were introducing about the effects of using the product, and there was also a discount during that time. So I was instantly attracted by the advertisement and decided to purchase the product without even thinking twice.
Also, I would like to say that some influencers are really good at convincing people. I remember when I was scrolling on Rednote and saw an influencer promoting a lipstick from a makeup brand. There were a lot of positive reviews and comments on the product. So I trusted them and decided to purchase the lipstick because I couldn't find much information about it from other platforms. But after a single use, I found out I was actually allergic to it. In the end, the lipstick just became a waste.
That's actually an excellent example of consumerism. We are always influenced by advertisements and social media, and more often than not, it ends with us buying stuff we don't actually need. Now, on to a more serious discussion. My next question to all of you is, do you think social media is one of the biggest reasons for consumerism today?
Yeah, I think so. Because we're always spending a lot of time on social media, and every time when we scroll, we always see influencers promoting products. Sometimes it doesn't even feel like watching an ads anymore.
Same. I agree as well. It almost feels like we're getting recommended by a friend instead of watching an advertisement. That's why we will trust them so easily.
Oh, that explains why my money is always gone so fast.
Speaking of spending money, what are your thoughts on VIP memberships and subscriptions? I feel like every other app wants us to subscribe to something these days.
That's true. First, they ask you to become a VIP member. Then after that, they introduce another package with more benefits. And then another and another and another.
Yeah. It was like, congratulations, you are now VIP. Then the app says, but wait, if you want this feature, you need SVIP.
I've seen that before too. At first, the memberships all seem very affordable, but after a while, all those subscriptions start adding up, and suddenly, poof, all your money is gone. What about online shopping? It's become so prevalent in recent years. Have you guys ever impulse purchased something just because of like a sale or a discount?
Yes, quite a lot actually. And especially when they put up a product for a discount of around 50% or even 80%. And sometimes they will show only 2 hours left before the discount ends.
The worst part is when the countdown time appears, suddenly I feel stressed.
Exactly. Then I will rush to buy it before thinking properly. Later, I realized I didn't even need it.
I actually think that's what the businesses want. They feel the need to create a sense of urgency so that customers will make quick decisions without fully thinking it through. Anyhow, let's take a short break. When we come back, listeners, will be prepared because we'll be discussing internet trends and tips on how to save your wallet. In the meantime, here's a word from our sponsor.
时刻保持专注，对我们这一行至关重要。有了 Super Duolingo， 就能轻松把握全局，免广告，无打扰。Super 让你专注，时刻快人一步。
Hi, welcome back everyone. Now, as promised, let's talk about trends. To our guests, what is your opinion on this? Do you think people buy things just because everyone else is buying them?
Definitely, especially on TikTok.
Yeah, sometimes a product goes viral and suddenly everyone has it, like Labubu.
Then I start wondering, am I missing out? Or if everyone is using it, maybe I should get one too.
Ah yes, the infamous FOMO, the fear of missing out, aka the peer pressure we give ourselves. Even if nobody is directly telling us to buy it, we still feel the need to because we are influenced by others. So I guess the important question then becomes, how do we differentiate between whether or not something is a need or just a want?
I usually ask myself, do I need this stuff or do I just want it?
Yeah, I feel like sometimes we will get excited for that one moment.
I will also ask myself, if this wasn't on sale, would I still buy it?
That's smart because sometimes we are buying this discount, not the product.
Exactly. Unfortunately, we've come to the last question. So before we end, dear guests, what is one thing we can do to avoid unnecessary spending? Go.
First, do not buy things immediately, especially if it's not something that you need. Give yourself some time to think about it and also set a budget for yourself. Don't buy it if it is out of your budget.
And remember that not every trend needs to be followed. Just because everyone is buying something doesn't mean we need it too.
Sometimes the best purchase is the one we don't make.
All amazing words to live by. And with that, we have sadly come to the end of our episode here today. From talking about social media advertising and online shopping, to membership subscriptions and FOMO influencing our spending habits, consumerism is everywhere. But being aware of it and taking the time to think critically can hopefully help us make better decisions when it comes to spending money. Thank you again to all our wonderful guests for joining us here today and letting me grill them on their spending habits. And of course, a big thank you to all our listeners for tuning in today. And we'll see you all again next week in the next episode. Bye everyone and have a wonderful day.
Bye!